Good evening and welcome to the regular village board meeting. And tonight is Monday, May 6th, 2024. We call this meeting to order and we ask our clerk, Katie Schubert, to take the roll, please.
Mayor Ogle?
Here.
Trustee Borelli?
Here.
Trustee Ledden?
Here.
Trustee Petro?
Here.
Trustee Rigoni?
Here.
Trustee Rossi?
Here.
Trustee Savaria?
Here.
Attorney Lamore? Police Chief Chalepis?
Here.
Village Administrator Pisha?
Here.
Assistant Administrator Barica?
Present.
And Clerk Schubert is present. We have quorum.
Thank you, clerk. If everyone would please stand with me and we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The next item on here is what's called the unanimous consent agenda. All items on the consent agenda are considered to be routine in nature and will be enacted in one single motion. There'll be no separate discussion of these items unless a board member so requests, in which event that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. At this time, I ask if any of the board members would like to remove an item from the consent agenda. Hearing none, can I get a motion and a second to approve?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Trustee Savaria, a second by Trustee Petro. We're going to go through the items that are on the consent agenda, so those are in the audience, as well as those that might be watching later at home or on the video, know what your village board is voting on. The complete packet is also available on the village website, frankfortil.org. So the first item was the approval of the minutes from the regular board meeting of April 22nd, 2024. And the next item on there is the approval of the bills, and we'll go to Trustee Petro.
Thank you, Mayor Ogle. Our total disbursements is $422,982.12. The disbursements came from the general corporate fund of $413,001.77. A couple other notations of the bills were from the general fund, the Austin Tyler payment number 5 for the St. Francis resurfacing project, $684,387.14, and 2 loan payments for the water to the Illinois Environmental, and that was totaling $572,218.07. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee Petro. Now we have 2 items from the Plan Commission, and first item we will go to Trustee Rossi.
Thank you, Mayor. CV LLC Special Use Permit for Automobile Sales, 9416 Gulfstream Road, Suite 2. Applicant Nadir Ati of CV LLC requests a granting of a special use permit for automobile sales for the operation of the business at 9416 Gulfstream, Suite 2, within the Airport Industrial Park. All vehicles will be stored within the 2,400 square foot tenant space. To accommodate the business, it is in the I-1 Limited Industrial District, a special use permit for automobile sales is required. At the April 25th, 2024 public hearing on the project, the Plan Commission forwarded a unanimous 4-0 recommendation to the Village Board to approve the special use request. The motion before us tonight: accept the Plan Commission recommendation, waive the first and second readings, and pass an ordinance granting a special use permit for automobile sales to the property located at 9416 Gulfstream Road, Suite 2, to permit the operation of CV LLC in accordance with the reviewed plans, public testimony, and findings of fact, and subject to the conditions as enumerated in Section 1 of the ordinance.
Thank you, Trustee Rossi. The next item on here will go to Trustee Savaria, and Jeff Williams is here from equipment.com from Chattanooga with us tonight as well.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Item number 2 tonight is EquipmentShare.com, Inc., special use permit for large equipment rental, sales, and service and outdoor storage, 9194 Gulfstream Road. Applicant, EquipmentShare.com, Inc., a tool and equipment rentals business, requests the granting of 2 special use permits for the operation of the business at 9194 Gulfstream Road within the Fay and Greffin Industrial Park to accommodate the business in the I-1 Limited Industrial District, special use permits for large equipment rental, sales, and service, and for outdoor storage are required. At the April 25th, 2024 public hearing on the project, the Plan Commission forwarded 2 unanimous 4-0 recommendations to the Village Board to approve the special use request. The motion before us tonight is to accept the Plan Commission recommendation, waive the first and second readings, and pass an ordinance granting a special use permit for the large equipment rental, sales, and service, and a special use permit for outdoor storage to the property located at 9194 Gulfstream Road to permit the operation of EquipmentShare.com, Inc. in accordance with the reviewed plans, public testimony, and findings of fact, and subject to the conditions enumerated in Section 1 of the ordinance.
Thank you, Trustee Savaria. Now we'll go to final item on the consent agenda. We'll go to Trustee Burley.
Thank you, Mayor. Item D is the approval and release of certain closed session meeting minutes and destruction of verbatim records. The Village Board has conducted its semi-annual review of all written minutes of closed session meetings pursuant to the Illinois Open Meetings Act 5 ILCS 120. Following this review, it has been determined that certain minutes or parts thereof no longer necessitate confidential treatment and should be made available for public inspection. In addition, the verbatim records of certain closed session meetings have met the statutory requirement and are now eligible for destruction. Motion before us tonight is to adopt a resolution approving and releasing certain closed session meeting minutes and authorizing the destruction of verbatim records of certain closed session meetings of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Frankfort.
Thank you, Trustee Burley. We have a motion and a second for the consent agenda. At this time, we'll go to our clerk, Katie Schubert, for the vote.
Trustee Burley?
Aye.
Trustee Lennon?
Yes.
Trustee Petro?
Yes.
Trustee Rigoni?
Yes.
Trustee Rossi?
Aye.
Trustee Savaria?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Clerk. The next item on here is what's called the Mayor's Report. And we're going to start this one off with Motorcycle Awareness Month. And I believe Daisy Perez is here from Abate. For 37 years, the month of May has been designated as Motorcycle Awareness Month in the state of Illinois. Abate of Illinois, Inc., which is a brotherhood aimed towards education, continues to enhance and promote motorcycle safety, education, and awareness in all motorists. I entertain a motion from the floor to support motorcycle safety and awareness with a proclamation.
So moved, Mayor.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Daisy, we have the proclamation for you. Come forward to the dais for a second. Thank you for all you do.
I appreciate it.
I'm a Harley rider myself.
Oh, really? No, I have something else to create a little bit more background, plus legislative information. This is, should someone be interested in supporting our effort, we have a motorcycle run in here, and there's pamphlets that give more information, and, this is legislative report, so just to give an idea of why this is so important, the legislative.
I think Rob's going to take a quick picture.
fabulous.
So we'll give him this little proclamation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Be
you, I
safe out
appreciate
there.
it.
And thank you
Yes.
so much. Can I take the other packet?
Yes, please.
All right, thank you.
I mentioned then, going to continue the meeting, so I
Yes.
just read the policy.
This is the time of year, not just motorcycles, but a lot of two-wheel vehicles are out there, bikes, children, things that you're not used to seeing for the rest of the year. So just ask people to be cognizant of that and to be looking for smaller vehicles that really be at risk. But we thank Abate for coming out and thank Daisy for coming out. The Village of Frankfort has been awarded the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting by the GFOA, which is the Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada, for its annual comprehensive financial reporting for this fiscal year that just ended. April 30th was the 2023 year. The certificate achievement is the highest form of recognition in the area of governmental accounting and financial reporting. And its attainment represents a significant accomplishment by a government and its management. The village has received this award consecutively since 1989. Today was probably not a happy day for a lot of people when they got their mail. The property taxes, your bills, probably arrived today or over the weekend. I've called our Frankfort Township Assessor, Joe Kroll, who did a session for us when the assessments came out. He will be here tomorrow night, and we're going to have an informational session on understanding your property tax bill. So it's tomorrow, Tuesday, May 7th. It'll be 6:30 p.m. right here at the Village Hall, which is 432 West Nebraska. For additional information as it pertains to your property tax bill, you could visit the frankfortassessor.com, although the bills come from the Treasurer's Office of Will County. Just as a point of reference, the Village of Frankfort represents 4% of the property tax bill, and I think we provide exceptional service with what we do. We manage their money very closely, and of that 4%, almost half of that goes towards the expense of police, which includes their pension. So we work very carefully with it, but we want people to understand what the tax bill is and how things are not only assessed but also levied. So if you can make it tomorrow night, 6:30, please be here, and we'd love to have you, and we'll be answering your questions as well. National Police Week is May 12th through the 18th this year. This week serves as a tribute to fallen law enforcement officers who made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty for the safety and protection of others. On behalf of the Village of Frankfort, I express gratitude to the law enforcement officers in our community and across the nation. And also on behalf of the village, I extend congratulations to Officer Minio on being appointed the new District Resource Officer for Frankfort School District 157C for the upcoming 2024 through 2025 school year. Additionally, I want to express appreciation to Officer Chad Riff for his commendable service as our DRO over the past 4 years. His commitment to the students, faculty, and community is greatly appreciated. We will be having a cop on a rooftop coming up soon. The Frankfort Police Department for the Cop on a Rooftop event is Friday, May 17th. It's from 5 a.m. until noon at the Frankfort Dunkin' Donuts, which is 20551 South LaGrange Road. And all the proceeds that they collect will benefit the athletes of the Special Olympics of Illinois. It's a fun event on your way to work. It opens at 5 in the morning. There's no reason not to stop by and support our officers as well as Special Olympics. It's a great organization. In collaboration with the Workforce Center of Will County, the Village of Frankfort will serve as a hosting site for a kiosk. The site will allow residents of Will County to directly access the local workforce system and its full array of training and employment services using this technology. It's right there in the front lobby, just went in today. Our village kickoff for summer celebration is scheduled for Sunday, June 2nd, and that's from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. in downtown Frankfort. This free community-wide all-day celebration will kick off with the opening of the Summer Country Market and the annual Community Showcase, which is sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce. Come out and bring the family to enjoy family-friendly games, entertainment, live music, and a lot more, and a couple surprises for you as well. Follow the Village of Frankfort on Facebook for the most up-to-date details and schedules of event. This month is Mental Health Awareness Month, and if you see somebody in need, be sure to reach out. That concludes the mayor's report tonight. We'll go to our clerk, Katie Schubert, for the vote.
All right, thank you,
Or sorry.
Mayor. This month's Committee of the Whole meeting planned for Wednesday, May 8th, has been canceled, and our next village board meeting is Monday, May 20th at 7 PM. That will be our last meeting before Memorial Day, so it is also our last meeting in business attire. So we will start back in the business casual, warmer weather attire after the last May meeting. And that is all I have for tonight, Mayor.
Thank you. Trustee Ledden.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That's always a good report, Katie, that we get to dress down going forward, so. I would like to echo the mayor's report with regard to congratulating Jenny and the whole staff for continuing excellence in financial reporting. I know that's not an easy task, and they do a wonderful job with that, which is important for each and every one of us. I also would like to offer my condolences to Trustee Petro on the passing of her grandmother, a long-term Frankfort resident. I'm sure was very proud to see her granddaughter up here representing her family and her village. So sorry for your loss. And I'm looking forward to the summer kickoff. That's going to be a wonderful event. I hope everybody's able to join in for that. And finally, I'd just like to wish all of you here today and those watching at home, happy Mother's Day this weekend. I know my colleagues, you guys do a wonderful job balancing a lot of different things and representing your village and finding time for everything. So I hope you take some time for yourselves and enjoy your day. Happy Mother's Day. That's all I have.
Thank you. Trustee Savaria.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I think Trustee Ledden kind of summarized things pretty well, but I do want to congratulate Officer Maneo on being the new school officer, and thank Officer Riff for the job he did. And then thank Jenny Booth for the work she does year in and year out on our finances, getting us that award. So that's all I have.
Thank you, Trustee. Trustee Rigoni.
Thank you, Mayor. First, I'd like to thank everyone who came out for the Historic Building Survey open house that was last week. Every time I think I know the history of Frankfort, I learned something new. So it was a great experience. I also would like to congratulate the two businesses today that received special use permits, CV LLC for the auto sales, as well as equipmentshare.com. Also like to acknowledge we have 5 new businesses that received business license in April. So welcome and thanks for choosing Frankfort to operate your business. Also like to acknowledge the public works who are busy. They are busy. They just finished up Parkway tree planting. I think they did about 41 of them, as well as then the rebuilding the bridge rails on Wolf Road and the Jackson Creek. So I want to acknowledge that, and thanks for making Frankfort look amazing. That's it, Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee Rigoni. Trustee Petro.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to thank the community and my board and mayor and staff for the outpouring of support with the loss of my grandmother. Her love of Frankfort certainly has a lot to do with why I sit on this board today. And I'd like to say ditto to all of the things that have been recognized. So many wonderful achievements are going on in Frankfort and a lot to look forward to with the spring and summer weather. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Petro. Trustee Burley.
Thank you, Mayor. Condolences to you, Jess, on the loss of your grandmother. I wanted to also wish all the moms out there a happy Mother's Day. Should be a great weekend, and hope they're able to enjoy it. And if you're lucky enough to be one of those moms that has a daughter going to prom, good luck to you. But best of luck to all our East and Providence and high schoolers that have prom this weekend. Hope you have a great time. That's all I have.
Thank you. Trustee Rossi.
Thank you, Mayor. I have no need to repeat all the others. The only thing I'd like to say is please join our cops on the roof in Dunkin' Donuts. It's for a great cause, Special Olympics. They do a great job. They're out there for like 3 or 4 hours early in the morning. So I would love to see a lot of our people in town or a lot of our residents attend. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee. Is there any other business to come before the board tonight? Hearing none, is there anyone in the audience who would like to make a public comment? Paul?
My name is Paul DeCassola. I just have a brief comment regarding historic preservation in Frankfort. And I want to start by reading a quote that was highlighted in Frankfort's comprehensive plan. Quote, "Love the quaintness of downtown Frankfort and all the locally owned businesses. The historic nature of the downtown makes it charming and unique," end quote. Frankfort's Historic Preservation Commission was formed to promote, protect, and enhance the village's historic district and buildings. The work performed by Frankfort's Historic Preservation Commission is a critical component of maintaining a vibrant downtown. The HPC meets on the third Wednesday of the month, right here. Meetings are open to the public, and the commission welcomes feedback from the public as well. As you know, last Wednesday was the Historic Building Survey Open House held here at the Village Hall. I was at the open house last week. I want to commend Mayor Ogle and Trustee Rigoni for being there, not only to learn about the Historic Building Survey, but to support the ongoing historic preservation efforts taking place in the village. That's what leaders do. Thank you.
Anyone else would like to make a comment before the board? Okay. Hearing none, can I get a motion to adjourn, please?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone, and good night.